Good afternoon, students. Today I will teach inverse circular function. Okay, I have already completed first order differentiation, second order differentiation. Okay, all of you know the formula. Okay, all of you practice at home. So calculus is very important, and when we will do integration, okay, so there are many formulas are there. So I am telling again and again, all of you remember the formula. Formula is very important. Understood? Okay. Now inverse circular function, there are many formula also there. There are many formula for inverse circular function. So I will discuss now today inverse circular function. See. Now inverse circular function. So all of the function. Okay, function means relation between the variables. Okay, all of the function. Suppose I am adding y equal to twice x plus 1. Twice x plus 1. So here, if we put the value of x equal to 1, suppose x equal to 1, we are getting y equal to 3. 2 into 1 plus 1. X equal to 2. Then y equal to here 5. Like that. Various type of values we get. So here the value of x, the set of all the real values of x is known as its domain. Okay, and the set of all the real values of y is known as its range of the function. Okay, now trigonometric function, all we know T ratio, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, sec theta, cosec theta, everything all of you know. Suppose I am writing sin theta equal to x. That means here the value of x lie between -1 to +1. Keep in mind, -1 to +1. Okay, the value of x, that is mod x, less or equal to 1. That implies, this means -1 less or equal to x less or equal to 1. So look at here all values. So here x belongs to 1, we can write real values. So if sin theta equal to x, here theta means angle, yes, this is an angle. So say suppose 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, various type of value we get. But the value is always lie between -1 to +1. Keep in mind. Suppose 30 degree. Suppose you have to consider theta equal to 30 degree. Then we get sin theta 30 degree, sin 30 degree means half. See, lie between here. Suppose theta equal to 60 degree. In between √3/2, sin 60 degree, all of you know the value is √3/2. Suppose sin 90 degree 1, sin 45 degree 1/2. So whatever any value you can take theta, the value of x always lie between -1 to +1. Okay, that is why we can say that the function is bounded function. The function is bounded. The upper limit, lower limit, maximum value, minimum value is there. So here upper limit 1, lower limit -1. Okay, in between the two values -1 and 1, we are getting many values. Okay, understood? Many values are there. So here theta is an angle. Theta is an angle, and whole part sin theta. Sin theta is a number, unified number, which lies between -1 to +1. So if sin theta equal to x, so we can write theta equal to sin inverse of x. Understood? Theta we can write sin inverse x. Students, keep in mind here this inverse here x belongs to real number. Previous I told x real number. Now whole part. This represents an angle. X. This x. X represents real number belongs to R. And don't say this is -1. Okay. This is not an algebraic function. Okay, so this one -1 here. Okay, it is not an algebraic number. Keep in mind. Just one system. This is inverse function. One function is there. Okay, don't say. So this is -1. So -1 is not an here, not an algebraic number. Okay. Whole part represents an angle. X represents real number, and this one not an algebraic number. -1 not equal to algebraic number. Okay. So theta. So if we consider x equal to half, suppose we are taking x equal to half. See the value of x lie between -1 to +1, lie between -1 to +1. So only one value of x. Okay, we will get whole function this one. Many values are there. Okay, we will get theta many values. That is why whole function is known as many valued function. Many valued function. All of you know many one mapping, one mapping, onto mapping, into mapping. All of you know. Already learned in class 11. Okay, I'll discuss it. So many valued function means for one value of x, only one value. We are getting many value of x. That is whole total sin inverse x. We are getting many values. Wait, I am explaining this part. See, suppose theta we are getting sin inverse x. And see, don't write sin inverse x not equal to, keep in mind, 1 by sin x. Don't write, this is wrong. Don't write. So this is reciprocal of sin x. 1 by sin x means reciprocal of sin x. But it is a one function is there. So this is many valued function. Many valued function. Inverse. So read as inverse. Okay, inverse. These are separate, not equal. But don't write sin inverse x not equal to sin x whole to the -1. Don't write. This is wrong. Okay, both are different. Both are. If we compare, see, sin inverse x and sin x whole to the power -1. It represents here an angle. This is an angle, and this is sin x, reciprocal of sin x. So sin x, all of you know, that is perpendicular by hypotenuse here. So this is purely a number. Purely a number. This is an angle. Here x represents x belongs to R, real number. But here x represents an angle. Understood? Here x is an angle. But here this is a many valued function. If we put x equal to only one value, whole part we are getting many values are there. So it represents many valued function. Many valued function. This will be single valued function. Single value means if we put x equal suppose 30 degree, we will get only half, no other values are there. Suppose sin x equal to 60 degree, okay, this is degree, then we will get root 3 by 2, okay, sin x. So it will be 1 by sin x, 2 by root 3, okay. So we are getting only one single value, okay. Now, so this is the difference, keep in mind. Now, suppose we are considering x equal to half. See, x equal to half. We are considering. See, so here sin theta equal to x. Okay, sin theta equal to x. Now x equal to half. So you can write here sin 30 degree. So theta equal to getting 30 degree. One again sin 30 degree can write. So this is 1 degree. Another, suppose sin theta sin 30 degree. So this can be written as sin 180 degree minus 30 degree also equal. See, both are same. 180 minus theta, all of you know sin 30 degree. Okay, sin 180, 90 into 2 minus theta. So sin theta. So we can write here sin, this is also 150 degree. So here sin theta. So you can write theta equal to 150 degree. So we are getting two values, another value is getting 150 degree. Similarly, because here sin positive values are there. Understood? Again, suppose sin theta, sin 30 degree. So we get that sin 360 degree plus 30 degree also you can write. Both are same. So it will be sin 390 degree. So theta equal to 390 degree. Again and again, theta equal to 390 degree. Okay. Similarly, there are many values are there. We are getting many values. Okay. But we are taking only x equal to half. One value we are taking. But here is getting many values. That is why sin inverse x. Sin inverse x is many valued function. Sin x only single valued function. Here x represents in sin x represents angle or inverse function sin inverse x. So x represents real number. Okay, x represents a real number. Okay, now the range, keep in mind sin inverse, here minus pi by 2 less or equal to sin inverse x less or equal to pi by 2. Keep in mind, this is the principal value of sin inverse x. This is the principal value of sin inverse x. Keep in mind. Okay. Now, if again remember here sine inverse x is always x. Again sine inverse sine x, this is also x. Now what is the difference between 2x? Is it same? No, these are not same. First one represents x belongs to real number r. Second one represents x belongs to an angle. This is an angle represents. Okay? Understood? Similarly, we have to write here, and this is inverse function or few books have written no arc sin x. Arc, keep an arc sin x means sin inverse x. Arc sin x is equal to sin inverse x. Keep in mind. Okay? Now, another thing, suppose sin inverse x equal to theta, consider theta. So we can write x equal to sin theta, x equal to sin theta. Okay? X equal to sin theta. Okay? So sin theta we can write 1 by cosec theta. Reciprocate. Okay? So cosec theta we can write 1 by x. So theta equal to cosec inverse 1 by x. So theta we know sin inverse x. So keep in mind sin inverse x you can write cosec inverse 1 by x. Similarly, cos inverse x you can write sec inverse 1 by x. Tan inverse x equal to cot inverse 1 by x. Keep in mind. All of remember. Similarly, cosec inverse x, sin inverse 1 by x, sec inverse x, cos inverse 1 by x, cot inverse x, tan inverse 1 by x. Okay? Okay. Again, sin inverse, keep in mind, sin inverse minus x equal to minus sin inverse x. Keep in mind. Sin inverse, all of you know in associate rank in class 11, right? No? Sin minus theta minus sin theta, cos minus theta only cos theta, tan minus theta minus tan theta. Similarly, sec inverse minus x minus sin inverse minus x minus sin inverse, cos inverse minus x. So only cos inverse, this will be pi minus cos inverse x. Okay? Tan inverse minus x minus tan inverse x. Keep in mind. Okay? Similarly, cot inverse minus x, so will be pi minus cot inverse x. Okay? Cot inverse x. Cot inverse x. Cot inverse minus x. The previous book is written no. Both the cases, pi minus cot inverse x, no, pi minus cot inverse x also, and sec inverse minus x pi minus sec inverse x, and cosec inverse minus x equal to minus cosec inverse x. Keep in mind. Suppose we consider sin inverse minus x, we consider theta. So minus x you can get sin theta. So x equal to minus sin theta. So you can have sin of this will be minus theta. Then sin minus the minus sin all of you know. So sin inverse x equal to minus theta. So theta equal to minus sin inverse x. Now see theta sin inverse x. So sin inverse minus x minus sin inverse x. Keep in mind. Okay. Now cot inverse again sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2, where mod x is always less equal to 1. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2. Here any value, so minus infinity less than x less than plus infinity. Here sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x is always pi by 2, where mod x less or equal to 1. Very important formula, keep in mind. Suppose I am writing sin inverse x is sin inverse half. Can you say plus cos inverse half? What is the value? Yes, pi by 2. If you write sin inverse root 3 by 2 plus cos inverse root 3 by 2 always pi by 2. If you write suppose sin inverse 2 plus cos inverse 2, what is the value? Look at here. Sin inverse 2 plus cos inverse 2. Not pi by 2. See, mod is always less or equal to 1. Okay, but here 2 greater than 1. So this is undefined. No real value. No real value. So this is undefined. Keep in mind. No real value. Short type question or true or false. Okay. Now how to prove? I am showing the proof. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x pi by 2 or tan inverse x pi by 2. Okay. Just I am showing proof. How to prove? Look at here. See, let sin inverse x equal to theta. Let sin inverse x equal to theta. So x equal to, you can write now sin theta. X equal to sin theta. So sin theta you can write cos pi by 2 minus theta. Cos pi by 2 minus theta. X. So cos inverse x pi by 2 minus theta. Theta to the other side. So theta plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. So theta means sin inverse x, right? Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. Formula is coming. All of you remember. Okay. Very helpful formula. Trigonometric inverse function. Whatever formulas are there, all of you remember. When you have to do in upper level, there is integration, differentiation is very helpful. Okay. Okay. Similar way, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x pi by 2, sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x also pi by 2. Understood? Okay. Now, in class 11, all of you learn that is multiple angle formula. That is some multiplying formula already learned in class 11. Compounding formula, say, what is the formula for sin A plus B? What is the formula for sin A plus B? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin A. Similarly, sin A minus B, sin A cos B minus cos A sin A. Tan A plus B, tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. Okay, keep in mind. See, sin inverse x plus sin inverse y. So write sin inverse x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square. Similarly, sin inverse x minus sin inverse y, sin inverse x root 1 minus y square minus y root 1 minus x square. Note it down. I will explain this part. Suppose sin inverse x, suppose alpha, then x equal to sin alpha, okay? And sin inverse y equal to beta, then y equal to sin beta. From sin alpha you know, put here, cos alpha find out, so root 1 minus x square. Here sin beta, cos beta find out, root 1 minus y square. Okay? Now write sin alpha plus beta. So sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. Okay. Now sin alpha, put the value x root 1 minus y square. Cos beta is no. Again cos alpha, sin alpha root 1 minus x square and sin beta y. So write y into 1 minus x. So this one sin alpha plus beta. So you can write alpha plus beta equal to sin inverse. Okay, sin inverse x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square. Alpha means sin inverse x. So you can write here. Look at here. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x. Keep in mind, sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square. Okay? Always remember formula. And next class, but then that next week, again I will discuss. Also, many formulas are there. Just after this, we have completed today now. Again next day. Few formulas are left. After that, I will do exercise. Okay. Now, whatever discussed today, all of you practice at home. Without formula, you can't proceed. Okay. Okay. No more today. Bye.